730,000. At 730,000, what do you say? 52 Longwood on the up for grabs rather. I was about to say. Oh, no. At 730,000. At 730,000, bit of a tongue twister. Been a long day, sir. At 730 in the bids there. At 730,000, bid there. Up to you at 730 now. Opportunity with you now at 730. Fairly been offered. First call at 730,000. Done. Second call at 730. Done and finished. Third. Final call at 730,000. What do you say at 730,000? Can I say 40 now? And 40 got at 740, and I would think so. At 740, 50. At 45, why not at 45? Short of my stride 4, and you give the same courtesy at 5 if you like. At 745 and 50. At 750,000. At 55 now, 755 and 60 the call. At 755 and the bid's there. At 755. We're not there yet, sir, but we are extremely close at 755. I can say if we don't get there, only the highest bidder will have the right to pay that reserve. And we're that close that next time you see us, we'll be putting the sold sticker up. At 755 the bid. At 760 now. At 760,000. At 760,000, we're there now at 760. At 760,000. At 2.5 at 762.5. At 762.5 now. At 762,500. 762.5. What do we say, Alex? Can I say it now? We are.
Give me a second.
Okay. At 762.5, we're just going to confirm instructions. We're extremely close at 762.5. Alex just confirming instructions. If he comes back out and says that we're on the market, you want it to be on your bid because that means you'll have the keys. At 762.5, as it stands, they'll be there. At 762.5 now. At 762.5. You can wait, no worries. At 760, I've got to wait too, sir. Yeah, so we're in this together. At 762.5 and the bid's here. At 762,500 the bid. For the first call at 762.5, done. Second call at 762,500, done and finished. Third, final call, at 765, I don't think so. At 765, put yourself in pole position here today. At 65, at 765,000. At 765,000, we're on the market at 66 now. At 766, on the market and selling with a nod of the head. At 766 and 767. At 767, we sell here today at 68 now. At 768. At 768,000, fairly been offered. Not going inside. Alex and Andrew have done that for me. We're on the market. We sell here today. 768 the bid. What do you say? At 769 now, 70 if you like, at 769,000 and a half, at 769 and a half, at 70 now, at 770,000, at 770,000, bid there, 770 and 770 and a half now. Is that right, sir? 770.5 at 770,500, fairly been offered. We're on the market. We sell 770 and a half. First call at 770 and a half, done. Second call at 775, great bid at 775, fight fire with fire, so give me a big bid at 775. Can't buy like that, man, only like this. At 775,000, the boss says no. At 775,000, fairly been offered, bids there at 775. At 775,000, first call at 775, done.
You do 250s, right?
I won't do 250, Michael. At 770, I'll do half.
776.
At 776, even better, at 776 now. At 776,000. At 776,000, the bid's back there at 776, sold the keys. We are on the market, we sell, we play for keeps here today. At 777, 777s, lucky sevens, at 777. At 777 and the bid's there. At 777,000, how about 80, sir? At 778 now. At 79. At 79? 780. At 780, even better, at 80 now. At 780,000, have they done enough? At 780,000, we sell here today. At 780, the bid. First call at 780,000, all done. Second call at $780,000 the bid, done, finished. Third, final call at 780 the bid, all done, all finished, silent out at 780, bids there, keys are there, we're on the market and selling 80 and a half now at 780 and a half, at 780,500, at 780,500, you had them on the ropes with that big bid, try one more, at 780 and a half and the bid's there, at 780,500, fairly been offered now, at 780,500, bids there, keys are there, we're on the market and selling, we play for keeps here today, at 781 and a half now, at 781 and a half, at 781,500, bid back there now, keys back there, 781 and a half.
785.
85 and a great bid at that. At 785, back in with style. At 785. At 785, the keys are there. At $785,000 the bid. At 785,000, fairly been off now. 785 the bid. First call at 785. Second call, 785 the bid. Third, final call, 785. 86 at 786 at 786,000. Have they done enough now? You're definitely. You've told me that before. We're definitely done now. Got your absolute best. Thank you once more for your spirited bidding here today at 786,000. Bids there, keys are there. They tell me they're up, but I'm going to count to 3. Just the same at 786 the bid. First call at 786,000. Done. Second call. 786,000, done and finished. Third, final call at 786 the bid. All done, all finished, all silent and out at 786,000. Confirm one more time for me that you're out.
We're definitely out.
Thank you once more. At 786,000, we're selling, selling, selling. Sold! Congratulations and well bid. Please join me congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts, Rata and Co auction. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again soon. Thank you. Congratulations, guys. Well done. Thank you.